showing us around an amazing suburban oasis.
You know, it helps to be innovative when you're developing a garden of this size, especially when it's situated on a steep gully in the middle of a city. Scott Stewart used all his resources, common sense, hard work, and even second-hand plants when he was developing his urban oasis. And he's happy to share his experiences in the hope that it might encourage others to give it a go. You must have really liked gardening when you bought this house. I mean, what a challenge.
No, I didn't have a clue, actually.
No?
It was just a big mess. Old city gully with everybody tossed all the crap in down the gully because it was easy. I looked at it for a while and thought, what a bloody mess.
You weren't a gardener when you bought this place?
No, I was a lad about town.
Really, how close? You bought this because of proximity to the pub, I suppose.
Yeah, the rich cultural experience.
Yeah,
that's the one.
So, what was here?
Oh, pretty much everything that's on the local noxious list was represented. Ginger, privet, you know, wandering Jew, the works.
What was your biggest ally in the whole thing?
My truck.
What a bloke thing to say.
Yeah.
Your truck.
Well, you know, truck and boots.
What's the first thing you did to sort of develop it, if you like?
Well, the hard thing was cutting the privet out. And then sort of built some paths so I could get around it. And
these things?
Yep. Well, I saw a nearby garden that had done the same thing. I thought, that'll work.
Yeah.
And used my home cultivator, followed the contour, made
Did you?
flat bits, and then put the scoria blocks in and the chip in the middle.
So now you've got what? Access and you've got structure?
Yeah, by accident.
The vegetable garden is in raised beds for easy access. Scott only grows his vegetables from seed, unlike the plants in the rest of the garden, which come from all sorts of sources. Those staghorns, what's the idea of that?
Oh, I scored them the other day from somebody who was doing up a house. I'll find someone who's a bit braver than me to climb a tree and strap them up.
So that's how you operate?
Well, you know, started off as a bit of a retail victim with heaps of failures, and then learned to look at gardens like this and be a bit cheeky, really, and say to people, would you mind if I tried a bit of that?
You've used a juja everywhere. What a great ground cover.
Yeah, it's turned out real well. It's pretty much clay underneath there, so it's done particularly well.
God. Cabbage trees. Oh, God. Is that your work or the birds?
Bit of both. There were some here, the birds have added to it, and I've added to it.
Hey, but that's not the ordinary Nico, is it?
No, Kermadec Nico, long, droopy tropical fronds.
The established canopy means jungle plants like begonias, clematis, impatiens, and vireas are all thriving here. Clivia, mass planted. You can't go without it.
Yeah, it's the way to do it. I learned they're best up against tree trunks, but, you know, they seem to work in the open as well. And, you know, deep green colour because there's not much sunlight.
It's wonderful. There's a downside to the old oak canopy. It's very shady and dry in summer, and the thick leaf litter means it's even very dry in winter. Do you irrigate a lot?
Oh, I started off, but I've got a bit ruthless about the cost of it and decommissioned it. If it doesn't cope with the dry, it doesn't live here anymore.
Did you plant your garden so you could look down on it?
Oh, yeah, that's an amazing view, sort of looking down on some of the ferns and things. They look fantastic.
The textures are amazing, yes.
Yeah, and the colours, especially, you know, after it's rained, all the green colours come out. It's neat.
Yeah. What are some of your key pieces of advice for somebody who would start a project like this?
Well, listen to people who've done it before. Take notes, because you get some great advice, and of course you immediately forget it. Carry secateurs at all times.
Yeah.
Get a ute.
Yeah.
Some boots. Yeah. Just get stuck in.
Still to come on Ground Rule.